Hi, Screen Junkies. My name is Daniel Ray. I'm from Orangeville, California, and I'm here to enter into your Movie Fights fan podcast competition. Like I said, I'm from Orangeville, California, a suburb of Sacramento, California. Anyway, let's get to the movie fights right now. We'll talk about me later. So, a couple weeks ago, you guys fought the question, greatest villain from the 1990s. I'm going to tweak that question slightly, and I'm going to go greatest comic book villain of the 1990s, that's been put on screen. And I'm going to be fighting for Danny DeVito's portrayal of the Penguin in Tim Burton's Batman Returns. So, something about the Penguin is before the only other adaptation we had of the Penguin was from the 1960s, a Batman TV show. And honestly, he did not do the Penguin justice. He was a pie-throwing, Nimrod. He was, stupid penguin-looking guy with a monocle, and he threw pies, not threatening at all. What, Dan DeVito and Tim Burton were able to do is they were able to turn somebody who was not menacing whatsoever. He was like a comic relief character. And they made him into something threatening and dark. And truly a villain. They changed his background slightly to not be from necessarily a rich family, but an abandoned child from a rich family who grew up in the underground, the gutters, and he emerges as this gross, disgusting, gritty, sharp teeth, like penguin hands, just gives you the cringe when you see him. And he just comes out and he is the Prince of Darkness. So not only did they give him an entirely new, gritty outlook for the Penguin, Danny DeVito plays him amazingly. Probably the only person I'd still pick to play the Penguin today. Has that still rounded figure. They didn't change that like they have in Gotham, where he's skinny and thin. Anyway, aside from that, he comes out and he's truly menacing. Not only does he team up with another great villain, Catwoman, just a great female comic book character in general. And they team up and they team to take down the Batman. And they do it in an insanely different, maniacal, evil way that any other villain has. They're not trying to see what ship is going to blow each other up or rich versus the poor like the other Batmans. The Penguin goes out and he tries to do something that's straight biblical, that affects him in his heart when he was abandoned as a child. He wants to go out and he wants to kill every firstborn in Gotham. He wants to blame them all on the Batman. A crazy feat, and honestly, the most evil one I can think of. That's disturbing. Just gives you the cringes when you think about it, So he turns out and he does something. He just does it crazy. So points for the Penguin for doing that. Dark grittiness, new outlook. Teams up with Catwoman, another great villain in this movie and in comics. And thirdly, they probably try to do the most evilest thing I've seen in any Batman movie, and honestly, any comic book superhero movie I've ever seen. And then another thing he does is, he tries to do something, and he tries to get to his power by going through the city. He tries to run for mayor, and he gets people behind him. That's probably the scariest thing that can happen. It happens today in our world all the time. Is he gets support of people behind him for his evil plan, and he tries to get a good public image and stop the Batman. Ultimately, he's defeated, but just the strides he took, unlike the other villains where they scare away the people see him, they run, they flee. He tried to gain the support. He had support by some people, and he honestly could have just run it like that, like we see in the comics. But no, he did a crazy evil plan, eviler than any other comic book villain I've ever seen have. And he's just crazy. Teams up, that evil duo of, Catwoman and the Penguin, crazy. Just the dark grittiness that he has to it. Just the fangs, everything. It's crazy. and that's why I think he honestly wins it for just taking a character that wasn't scary at all and turning him into the darkest, evilest character that has been put on screen for a Batman villain, and in my opinion, any comic book villain. Thank you. Like I said, my name is Daniel Ray. I live in Orangeville, California. I am 17 years old, and I understand that the rules were 18. I just like to say that I am turning 18 in July. I don't know when you guys are doing that. If you're already going to have the contest by then, but I would just like to say, please keep me in mind. And regardless, you guys, you're great. I love what you do. I will continue supporting you, and just have a great week, guys. Thanks.